Welcome back to Iratus, Lord of the Dead. If you'd like to check out the Steam store page, there is a link in the description. Now, of course, because it has now released into early access, I had to start a new game because I was playing on a different build. And we now have the option to choose a minion to raise. I will be selecting a zombie because I very much want to do this. And I want to make it so that we have the let's have a look here. I want to make it so that we have the skeleton and then 3 zombies. I don't know how that's really gonna go, but we're gonna see how it does. Now, obviously, in the previous episode, I showed that I was going to be using a wraith and a banshee to whittle away at the sanity of our enemies. But personally, I actually don't know whether that's the best way to go about it. So, in other words, what I'm going to do this time around is I am literally going to be using zombies to bombard our enemies to no one's business. Oh yes, they are just going to absolutely get massacred from our massive cannons that we have right here. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and stack more powder. We're basically going to go more powder, more powder, more powder, and then the next turn we're going to do bombardment, and you'll see just how powerful this can be. It is just crazy good. And otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Skullful here, and this is obviously going to set people on fire. The next time I have a turn, that is, I will be doing that. There we go. Let's do it. There we go, and now we're going to do Astounding Fortitude once again with our skeleton here, because this is basically what the skeleton is going to be for in my party, because strategically what I want to try to do is I want to try to make it so that the skeleton will be taking most of the damage from my zombies. Even though the zombies have a huge amount of HP, they have 125 each, which is just insane. It really is quite an amazing amount of HP. And you know, even though they can take a hit, I'm thinking that the skeleton can probably handle it as long as we keep doing that awesome kind of defensive play right there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use Buckshot here, I think, which is going to deal 40% damage to the chosen target and 2 enemies behind it. So let's do it. Yeah, now that is some good damage right there. And now these two, they're obviously going to be using their stance to absolutely murder everything. You're going to see exactly what I mean in just a second. If they don't get interrupted, that is. Hopefully they don't get interrupted, because they've obviously stacked their powder inside their cannons. And look at this. Oh yeah, now that is some damage. That is some damage. Now, hopefully... Ooh, Cannonball. We can use Cannonball to actually eliminate the Taskmaster if we want to. I think I'm actually going to do that. It is going to cost some Wrath, but I don't really mind that, to be honest. Can I actually... no, I'm going to use it on this guy. Boom. Okay, he actually didn't even die from that. But hopefully he's going to die from the next bombardment that we're capable of doing. Let's just attack him with a normal ability right there. He's almost dead now as well. He's actually going into a defensive stance, and bombardment is going to finish them off. There we go. And that is exactly why I love the zombie unit. I think zombies are absolutely fantastic. So with our talents, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be speccing into zombies as much as we can. So let's just take a look here. So we have obviously alchemy here, which I actually did spec into beforehand, which basically allows you to get more artifacts, gets more parts, and so on and so forth to make things happen. So, you know, to create additional units and things like that. So technically what we could do is, look at this, increases the vigor recovery rate of minions not in battle by 100%, which is absolutely fantastic. But I'm thinking that maybe we're going to go for something else. I'm not entirely sure what, though. So let's just take a look and see if we can maybe find something that buffs zombies in some way, because I actually really love playing with zombies at the moment. So let's see. Every time a minion misses with an attack, don't really need that. Extends all ignition effects on the target by 1 turn, but that is going to cost mana. And otherwise, what do we have? It seems like nothing is going to be improving zombies in any way. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to go for something a little bit different then. So I'd like to go for some AoE damage of some kind. So maybe we'll have to go for... You know what? Maybe we should just go for alchemy so that we can keep our people alive as much as possible. So let's just go for this and this. And that is obviously going to give us more artifacts and wonderful things like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and create another skeleton. And what we're going to do is we're going to swap that skeleton out. So this one can obviously restore himself in HP. And we can see what happens there. And otherwise we can continue onward to the quest. Now this is an event that we haven't done before. So we're going to see what it's all about. Your minions stumble upon a field of mushrooms littered with human bones. You can't recall ever having seen this particular variety, but you can already tell that it produces a powerful poison. While your minions are quickly gathering any usable remains for your stockpiles, you wonder what would be the best way to use this discovery. Okay, so we could study them, which has a 60% chance of success, or we can just let our undead poison their weapons. Personally, I don't really want to do that. I'd like to prefer to study them. So let's see if we can do that.
Ooh, more for me.
Did we fail? No, I think we actually did it. After spending a few hours experimenting on the mushrooms while your hordes continue to make progress, your theories are proven to be correct. A pinch of their poison, when properly balanced, can sharpen the mind and enhance the senses. So we're gaining some mana there, and we're also gaining some bones. Okay, well, that's fine with me. Let's move on. Alright, so, whoa, these guys are going to absolutely get murdered. I might just go for the stance instead of just, going for more powder this time around. I might just stance it up like no one's business and see how that goes. Because I've been trying to figure out the best way to play with zombies for the most part, because I feel like zombies are so incredibly good with their bombardment ability. It does so much damage and is really very useful. So let's see if we can make it work again. I'm going to use Igniting Mixture against... I can only use it against these guys, and they have 55 HP. I guess I'll just use Buckshot. Ooh, we missed! That is not a very good thing to do. Not a very good thing at all. But, well, what can you do? I am going to try, if I can, to use... Oh, look at that. You can actually select a talent for this slot as well. So, definitely going to need to get some magic. I feel like getting some magic would definitely be a good way to go. So, after we have gotten that ability that improves our recovery rate, which I think is very, very important to keep our units alive as much as possible, once we have done that, I think we're going to have a much, much easier time of keeping our forces in the fight. Wow, we're really missing? I'm actually kind of surprised at that. But here comes Bombardment, doing some decent damage, nothing that good, so maybe we should actually get our powder. And this does stack as well, which is the main reason why I really love the zombies. It really stacks a huge amount, and we're going to do that again. We're going to do that again. We're going to continue to use Buckshot, and I suppose we should probably get the skeleton to actually do something. Because he's taking a good amount of damage right now. And maybe, yeah, this is going to be pretty painful if we allow this to continue. So maybe we want him to do something... links the skeleton with the target. No, that's sanity. No, I see, that's the thing. I don't think it's really going to do that much in comparison to the Astounding Fortitude. I feel like the Astounding Fortitude is really going to make all the difference. So I suppose we're just going to go for something like this. And we're going to use Buckshot again, and we'll see if it really helps. Wow, we miss a lot with this, don't we? I'm actually kind of surprised because the previous times that I've used this, I haven't had any problems whatsoever with hitting with it. So it seems like we're just having some problems with that for some reason. As you can see, the accuracy of our zombies is 88%, which I feel is pretty good. So maybe it's just me that is, I don't know, making things a bit difficult for us. Unfortunately, the Taskmaster is making things very difficult for our forces right now, and they are capable of doing a lot of damage. At the beginning of your next turn, deal 200% physical damage to a random target. That is kind of bad. So I suppose what we're going to try and do is maybe do some damage Well, I can't actually get to these guys. That's unfortunate. Maybe I can get to him now? Yeah, I can get to him now, so we can try and do some damage to their sanity, as you can see right there. And we're going to be using our wrath a little bit too, so maybe our zombies can take a little bit of the brunt of the damage. Please don't kill my skeleton. I'd very much appreciate it if you don't kill my skeleton. Let's get bombardment ready with 2 stacks of powder. And I'm going to try if I can to kill this guy. Ooh, almost. He's almost dead. Wow, bombardment missed. Are you serious? It missed all of those? I am actually really surprised at that right now. Okay, so let's use this. Hopefully we can kill... Yeah, there we go. We killed that guy at the back. That's all I really wanted to do. The skeleton is probably going to die as a result of just in general being extremely low HP. But what can I do about it? What can I do about it? Not too much. I really should have just done damage, I suppose. Just doing damage would have made all the difference, I guess. Let's do Igniting Mixture. Maybe I should do that more. Igniting Mixture is actually really, really useful, so maybe I should... Ah, this guy misses a lot. Whoa, look at the damage! Yes, Bombardment did so much damage right there. And I think I'm going to use Cannonball against this guy. Hopefully we're going to hit with it. Yes, nice kill. And I think this guy's probably going to die from the fire the next time. Yep, there we go. The next time his turn starts. So that's very, very good. And again, our zombies just tend to have a lot of survivability and staying power. And it's just very, very cool to see them in action. And there you go. We won. And we gained another talent point. Unfortunately, our skeleton did die. But thankfully, all of our zombies have leveled up. And there you go, minions upgrade. Minions also evolve and can be improved in multiple ways. Increases their maximum vigor and improves their abilities. Improving an ability not only enhances the ability itself, but also gives bonus stats. And using parts of higher quality gives a minion higher stats. Items can provide your minions with additional features. A brain can instantly give a minion several levels. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we have 4 brains at the moment. So technically what I could do is I could level up my skeleton to make it into an absolute beast of a tank and basically make it extremely difficult to kill. That might make sense, but let's have a look here. Abyssal Bombardment. At the start of its next turn, the zombie attacks 4 times, each attack dealing that much damage to a random enemy. What is it currently? 50% damage. Okay, so what's this? At the start of its next turn, the zombie attacks 4 times, each attack dealing that. So shock charges. What is it? What does that actually do, though? What does shock charges actually do? I guess I'm going to go for 60% increased oh, that's magical damage. I see. So instead of physical damage, it then does magical damage. Okay, well, that's interesting. I'm actually thinking we'll go for magical damage then. And we're going to do that in every single ability of Bombardment here. There we go. And we're going to see how that goes. I think that will probably be pretty powerful. Let's move our skeleton back here. And we're going to use a brain, if I can. Okay. 4 of them? Do I really want to use all 4? Nah, I'm just going to use 1. So let's advance our main ability here. So let's have a look at Unnerving Fortitude. Strikes back when attacked, dealing 75% stress damage. Enemies attack the skeleton more often, or it just basically makes it so that we gain more armor and resistance. And more health. I think we'll probably go for that. That sounds like a good plan. Okay, so then we can... Oh, okay, so we can actually level him up even further. So I have actually used all of the brains. Okay, that's actually fine though, because I think something stun for 1 turn. That's really good. Let's do that.
Expect results.
And we'll do additional attacks for each buff on the target. That sounds good too. Okay, so there you go. We have now absolutely increased this guy to no end. Just really, really good. And I now have an extra talent as well, so let me see what I can do in alchemy here. So I can do this. Skeletons gain plus 20 vigor. That's exactly what I want to do, but I need 2 talent points. 2 talent points for it, which is unfortunate. So we'll see what can happen there. Do I have any higher quality parts to potentially upgrade my guys? It doesn't seem like I can do that, unfortunately. So we'll just have to deal with it. So let's go through to the next area. Ooh, Sacrificial Altar. Okay, so I'm actually going to be choosing this to go over there, and I'm going to sacrifice the Banshee, I suppose. We could skip it, but I'm going to sacrifice the Banshee. Whoa, we got some cool stuff right there. Wow, yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Okay, so we got some nice stuff. Oh, an elite squad. Yeah, I probably don't want to battle the elite squad. Do I? Or do I? You know what? I'm going to do it just for the fun. Just for the fun of it. I'm probably going to die. I don't expect to win this, but I'm going to try it out nevertheless because I think it's fun to do so. And if I do die, then you'll remember me as someone that was foolish, but was seeking the fun of potentially winning against an elite squad. We'll see. Anyway, Mystic Fortitude, let's do this. Alright, and now, as we've said, we're going to do Bombardment with 2 of our guys, and then we'll use Flames with the other guys. And we'll see how that goes. So, Flames, we're going to do Flames on the elite task. Oh, he can't do that from there. Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay, I guess we'll do it from this guy then. Yeah, these elite conscripts are going to absolutely murder us, and I think we're probably going to die here. Unless they miss. They might miss, which would be very nice. But the elite Taskmaster is going to make things very, very painful indeed. But I was just really, really wanting to see what kind of elite squad we were going to come up against. So that was pretty exciting. But if it does end up in me dying, then that's okay, and I actually don't mind that too much, because then we can, I can restart, and I can just, you know, come back a little bit wiser, a little bit stronger next time, and then we'll see what we can do. But as you can see, the magic doesn't seem to be doing that much damage. I'm not entirely sure if they have more magical defense. It doesn't seem like they have more magical defense, actually. As you can see right here, they have resistance 0, so they should be taking full damage from that. But let's just do more powder on one of them then, I suppose, and then use Bombardment next turn. And I guess we could use Cannonball here, so I guess I'll use Cannonball on this guy. And a miss, of course. Thank you so much, zombie. Thank you. You know, I think that's the reason why a lot of people will probably be saying in the comments, hey, you know, you should probably go for more diversity in your units so that you have more, well, basically more to do, you know what I mean? Have much more in the way that you can then use and maybe indeed come out ahead. But it seems like that will be it for this episode. I don't think I'm going to be able to come back from this, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm actually kind of interested to see whether we can actually do it, so we'll try, but it is probably not looking good right now. But, well, I'm very intrigued to see if I can maybe survive this. Ooh, missing every time? Are you serious? Come on. Well, we're doing a pretty decent amount of damage to their sanity right now, so I suppose that's okay. Taking some damage from that as well. Okay, so I'm going to use this once again. Reduce their sanity. And get them a debuff as well. That's an offensive stance. Okay, so let's do Bombardment here. And Ignition, I guess, if it actually hits. Yeah, it's not going to hit. That is some nice damage. I mean, it's a lot of damage, but it's just not. It's not good enough against the elite squad. I probably would have killed a regular squad by now. But yeah, the elite squad is definitely much harder than. Well, you would think it would be hard, wouldn't you? You know, it is exactly the kind of game it is. So let's see if we can maybe. Wow, miss. Wow. Okay. Yes, one of them is dead. One of them is dead. And you know what I should have done? I should have specced into some more talents that would actually give me spells, because as it seems right here, I actually don't have any available, which is a big shame, so that's kind of unfortunate. Alright, so let's do, yeah, some ignition, okay. And maybe we can get some more damage. Well, I mean, look at that. That's pretty decent damage, you know? That's pretty decent damage. It's not that bad. We might actually survive with one of our forces, one of our units alive still. The one zombie at the very back there, probably. But we'll see. I'm going to use this again because we have full wrath. And that's also a thing that I should really take into account too, that we have full wrath right now. Look at that much. That's good damage, you know? That's pretty good damage. It's just unfortunate that our forces are probably going to die in this next turn here. Or not. Or not. Oh, very good. Okay, let's use Ignite. There we go. Yes. Okay, some good damage. And I'm going to use Cannonball against the Taskmaster. Yeah, nice. We took him out. Okay, so now it is just one enemy remaining. And I'm hopeful that I will be able to eliminate him. Okay. He's dead. Wow, we did it. We killed an elite squad, even though our forces are now basically about to die. But I'm actually hopeful that maybe... Oh, graveyard? Ah, construct a building. In the graveyard. Let's do it. After attaining freedom, Iratus turned his prison into a base of operations. Constructing new buildings demands the sacrifice of minions and a special resource, architects' souls. Buildings need to be staffed by minions. More minions lead to greater benefits. Aha, okay, so we can excavate the mortuary or any of these other places. Okay, so obelisk, what does it do? Mystical obelisk attracts wandering souls. Every minion next to it generates 4 to 6 souls of the architect. Right. Okay, I have 50 at the moment. Okay, the library gives Iratus 35 experience. Okay, applies after a victory. What about the arena? Training at the arena. Minions gain +2 experience points. Applies after a victory. Wow, there's a huge amount of stuff right here. Each minion restores 8 mana. What's this? Wrath at the beginning of battle. Finds a random part after victory. A powerful aura of death fully restores vigor. Yes, give me this. Building requirements. I need 1 zombie. Okay, I'm so sorry, zombie. You will need to be used for this, and we can technically then add someone here if we want to. We could... Okay, so you need these other things to advance the levels of the mortuary by the looks of things. So let's go out, and I'm going to create a wraith.
Why do I get this sinking feeling in my putrefied gut?
And then we're going to use him here. Oh, I have 30 only? Ah, that's a sad thing. Oh well, never mind. It's fine. I thought I had enough. So we'll just put in there. Powerful Aura of Death fully restores vigor. Now that is absolutely amazing. That is a fantastic thing. Now, unfortunately, I actually don't have that much HP. And so we're going to have some problems. We are going to have some problems. I think I need to move these guys away from here so that they can restore themselves. So what I'm going to need to do is maybe we'll get a bride. We'll get a bride of Iratus, and we probably want another skeleton because they're relatively cheap, I think, to construct. And then we'll probably get like a Dark Knight or something like that, so we can have some variety in our forces right here, and we'll see how that goes. I am actually using a huge amount of resources, unfortunately. And Iratus is also proficient in several alchemical disciplines: transmutation, distillation, extraction, and calcination. Right. So technically what I could do is I could construct a weapon, I believe. So let me see if I can... Yes, I can fill this.
The smell of successful alchemy.
Yes, okay. Okay, so did I actually get a weapon? Yes, I did get a weapon. +1 attack. So technically... there you go. This concludes the tutorial. You can continue this current game on Cakewalk or restart the game on the More Pain difficulty. Well, that's actually really nice, because that means that if I do end up dying horribly, which is more than likely going to happen, then I don't have to worry too much. And, okay, so let me see if I can actually... Can I... weapon. Can I not unlock that right now? Or maybe... I'm going to need to do that some other way. Not entirely sure how at the moment, but I'm sure I will learn as time goes on. And I think that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.